Year's Day. Happy trading. I think it's also what, Thursday? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday as well. Let's get into the trades. As you can see, we changed our stocks. We're looking at Apple, Amazon, Google, Chase, Uber, and Visa now. So stepped up to the big boy range. Might get rid of Visa. Actually, we did get rid of Visa, so let's remove Visa for CVX. So let's start today. We started with Google. It was a good trade. Let's go explain why. Excuse me. So what we have here is we can get in it within the first minute. Within the first minute, it had started here and it went all the way up. And it looked like a tail bar right here. So at that point, we got in 1 minute, set the stop here. It rode up and then got out right here with a large bar and then it went away. So that was a quick get out. Let's go through the rest of the trade. So remember, this sends energy this way. So another tail bar right here would have been nice. Set the stop here. Counted as a color change for this first buy. And then ride that up to here. Get out. Maybe leave a lot. We're looking for a pullback. Not quite because it has to go above this spot. Maybe here you bought. Set the stop right here. So you moved it from here to here. Stop. We got out. I can see this being a buy with a stop here, which would have got you out here. I can see this being a sell with a stop here. That would be a great sell right there. Perfect position, narrow state, flat 200. One push, two push, three push. Get out, leave a lot. Wait till it gets close to the 20. 20 bar takeout, sell right there. Add on. Probably get out, rinse and repeat. Get out, buy, get out, leave a lot, get out the rest. But let's go back to our trade. So we did elephant bar off of a 20, and really that's off of a 200 and a 20 because it's range. And our sell is right here. We sold more on what we anticipated was a color change, just one lot, additional lot. So one lot, and then it came up on us, and we saw that as a green bar takeout. So when it went higher, we got out here, but that's when we got this bar. So we lost on, I mean, it was a lost trade. It wasn't that bad, but this is where we got in. It would have been nicer if we would have got in here, uh, or here, and then we could have one, two, three, get out, or if we would even have just counted while we were in there. We didn't. We just played it. And keep in mind, we want moves near the 20 and the 200. That's where we want to really take most of our plays, unless we get like something that's a 3 point spread. So let's keep going. We could maybe play something off here. 200. We get a sell, takes out one, two, three, four bars, technically. So we're going to count that as an elephant off the 200. Or you could look at it as this is an exhaustion elephant. The move started here. You broke the end of the exhaustion at the 200. Get out some, leave a lot, see where it goes. This is an exhaustion elephant bar. So you could get out here. That may be a one, two, three finger spread. Ride it up to here. Get out. Leave a lot. Set the stop. Add. Move the stop. Get out. Get completely out. Elephant bar. Non-clearing. Keep that in mind. So we got the elephant bar. It wasn't clearing, so we had resistance right here. Um, we could say don't really get a move right here. Maybe you could play this or this tail bar right here. Set the stop right here. Get out. Leave a lot. Add. Move stop. Get out. Elephant bar. Stop. Seems like some resistance here. Get out quickly. Leave a lot. It went under it. You get out. Elephant bar. That's a sell. That might be an ad right here. One, two, three. Get out. Pull back. We like moves off of the 20. Nope. We like moves off of the 200. We could say stop here and buy if it goes past, or sell if it goes past this point. Nope. We get an elephant bar. Now, interesting enough, this is a three finger spread, tail bar, buy in right here. One, two, three. But we would have got out probably here, left a lot, added. Now we're in free clear space. Add again on the color change, position of power. You should add again with this being so close. Get out. Maybe you see that as a bull 180 and it's at the top, seems like resistance. You could play it and stop, play it down here, get out. You have a tail bar right here. We want to buy here, set to stop here. And I would have said, just get out right here. With it being an elephant bar off of a flat 200, let's take that, set to stop. It's towards the end of the day, keep that in mind. Green word takeout, that's an ad. I'd get out here on the hidden green bar, red bar takeout, and then we'd see if we can make a play off of the 20. Sell, stop, sell more, stop, move the stop, get out. That would have been a stop and reverse because it was so violent and you're in a narrow, wide state. It's not an automatic full 180, so it might not have as much umph, but it's still a two bar, three bar bull 180. Get in here, play it to here. I like that because the previous clotheslines here, so in the 200s here, you could leave a lot if you wanted. It's the end of the day, and it just so getting out there was a good idea. Let's go to the next stock we traded was Apple. Okay, so how we traded Apple, we set a Fab Four, Elephant Bar, bought into it. This I could understand the get out. Did not. This I could understand the get out. Did not. We set our stop here below the Fab Four because the Fab Four was here. So we set our stop with the Fab Four and it went all the way here and got us out right here. That's a pretty violent red bar. So you could sell into that. You could say color change here, although you want a color change where it's right next to it. So maybe don't take that, but you could. And you could say little whale. You found a whale right there. That would have been a great trade. Um, this is a tail bar, or you could say green bar takeout. You're going to play that back to the 20. You get to the 20, get out of there. We have a flat, narrow state. We get an elephant bar off of it. As you can see, we sold right there. And here was the mess up of the day. Get out right about there. Or you could get out on this exhaustion elephant bar right here. Um, what we ended up doing is we took this trade off the flat 200, but what we did is we took profit here, we took profit here. So the ego got in the way, basically. We're still trying to get better at riding the trade. We can find this opportunity spots easy. It's just holding the trade and milking the entire trade is where I'm really struggling. Gonna work on that for the New Year's. Come in dominate in 2006, 26. But the way to really play this is elephant bar, set the stop. One, two, three. Um, and then it did a four. So I mean I can understand why I got out, but what I ended up doing, I took that back. I did elephant bar, get out, and then I think I did a three finger spread. Played the buy above a green bar takeout, got out there, got out here, and then when I hit another green bar takeout, I bought in here thinking three finger spread, and then I got out right there. And then we did buy above this tail bar and then got out here. So all of this where you're supposed to be profiting from this trade, I was trying to play up and I was playing against the trend, and the trend is your friend. And you never want to go against the trend, and most traders lose everything going against the trend. So once you realize that this was narrow and getting wider, it's trending. It's 45 degrees. This is where the 8 would be right here. So that's just an area to improve. Um, you could play this up to here. Keep in mind, this is where some of our more serious moves come off of. It didn't close above it, so you wouldn't sell. Here's a buy, set the stop. I'd probably Buy on this, expecting to get here. Or I mean add. Nope, didn't get there. This would have been your signal to get out. Not too sure if there's resistance on another time frame or something, but that'd be something to check. Elephant bar from a flat 200. We sell, set the stop right here. Wow, the fact that that went all the way up here is a bull 180. Set the stop here. Buy more here. Move the stop to here. I was going to say buy more here. Move the stop to here. Get out. Red bar. Red bar, green bar. So you would buy here. Set the stop here. Oh, with violence like that, you have to sell. And violence like that, you have to sell. And that is a no follow through. So you got such a large elephant bar and no follow through. That means the move up's going to be powerful. You got another sell indicator, no follow through. So if you get an elephant bar in the opposite direction, you take that, you set the stop, one push, two push, three push, get out, leave a lot. You're near this or the 200. You could see if you consider this a bull 180. Set the stop under it. Wasn't. This could have been the elephant. This could have been the ad. The stop would have been right here. And this would have been the ad. Right near the 20. Get out. Tail bar. You take it. You can't expect too much because it's below the 200. Just to break through that is a lot of energy. And it's pretty much the end of the day, but we get an elephant bar. I'd say this one's roughly off the 20. So that would be a nice take. One, two. That would be a nice get out since it's the end of the day. Or three, four. Elephant into the position of power. You want to play it off of the flat 200. Sell. Set the stop. Nope, get out. Maybe you try it again here. Don't know. Maybe you try this, but it's the end of the day. Let's go to the next stock, Amazon. So, Amazon, what you would do is you're in a position of power. Here's the first bar. It's a large red bar. You would avoid this because basically this is the Fab Four. So you'd avoid the first 30 minutes. Let's skip it. Now we're out, let's say, the 30 minutes. So that information is erased. Now we can trust our moving averages. We could have played this. That's an elephant bar off a flat 200. Set to stop. One push, two push, three push. Position of power. You're going to always be playing things down. You wouldn't play this down because it doesn't take that one out. What I ended up doing is I saw this as a 20 MA halt. As soon as it crossed there, I bought. I got out. I was P&L trading, but I had to because I was close to my maximum daily loss. But had I not been, we would have got out here, which is a great trade. Didn't quite do that. And there was no real reason to exit. That's the other worst part about this. There's no reason to exit. It's just ego, strictly ego. Um, Bull 180 off a flat 200. That's a take, set to stop. I would say you could consider adding, but keep in mind a better ad will look like this. So since it was like that, I don't expect it to go too far. I'd probably get out here, majority of my shares, and leave a lot. This is violence, although it seems as if that's a resistance. You have to take that, set the stop right there, stop and reverse if it goes all the way up there, set the stop. Great trade. Get out. One could say bull 180 after three pushes and a um, wide state, wide to narrow. One could say, so we would have sold here, but let's say you missed that. You could have set your stop here, sold below here. That would have been nice getting out here. Or you could have held it. You would have got out now. There's the end of the day. That might have got you, but it was the end of the day. Let's go to Uber. Uber, Fab Four. I played here. That was dumb. This was not playable the first 30 minutes. Let's wait after 30 minutes. We could say, hey, off the 200. but it's already moved so much, so we can't expect too much. We get a bull 180 in a power position. We take that one, two, three, but we see how this looks like salt and pepper. Red, green, red, green, red, green. That means it could probably be a substantial move. It's gonna last for a while, so let's draw our 8 line, which is in between the price and the 20. And let's see if it holds out. Cross it and get out. Right here, that's a sell. So we got in here, combining these bars as an elephant bar off of a 20, 50%. So at this point, we knew it wasn't going to go higher than this. So we just got out here when the stop was here. Had we have held it, we kind of have a bull 180, but we knew we couldn't play it this high. So let's see. No, well, I mean, we couldn't play it that high. So now we know we can only play it up. This is a wide state. Narrow, wide, elephant takes out one bar. So it's not a true elephant, but green bar takeout. Nope. You would have thought green bar ignore, stop right here, get out, leave a lot. You expected something to happen, so you could add here, but nothing. That's a sell. Because that's a elephant off of a flat 200. One, two, three. Get out. That's an elephant bar near a 20. Let's see. Like this you could add and set the stop right here. And then you would get out here. And you would get in here, set the stop. That's a vicious bar down, you'd get out. Okay. Fab 4. I'm gonna say just ignore first 30 minutes. Now that we have the 30 minutes over, that is a nice sell. What did we end up doing? We played in this area that you could ignore. So that was an area, that's an issue. Um, that's just the issue. Now, let's take in mind, let's say, let's say we ignore this as the Fab Four and we say the Fab Four is here, then we can play this elephant bar, color change, sell. This is the 200. You might want to get out. This is almost a bull 180, not quite, but it is on a flat 200. You might play it up with this stop right here. add here, move the stop there, probably get out. Looks like you have resistance from here. Flat 200, you want to play off of that in some regard. Or you could look at this as a three finger spread, takes it out, playing it down. What we did is we bought here saying that this is a bull 180. So we're expecting a large move. We got out here, which is a good trade because we had to break through two resistance points. Then we sold here. I like that. We looked at the three finger and then we got out here and then most of our lots. And then we got out our last lot here when it went up. It was a tail bar or hammer. So we said that's a elimination of a green. That's why we got out. But if we would have let it play out, it still ended up getting to the red. So that would have been a better version of how we should have went about going out trade. We took this bull 180 and it was positive trade, but then it went against us hard. We were hoping we could get to here. So didn't happen. We sold here, sold here. Should have took this tail bar. That's perfect. We didn't take it, but that's a sell. Again, that's probably a buy. And you have to keep in mind this is position of power, so you want to play it off of flat 200. There's the sell right there. What we did is we took flat 200 tail bar sell of this one, and we could have got out here. That would have been L1, L2. That would have been a reasonable thing to do, but we held it and we had to get out over here. So lost on that trade. We saw this right here. We said that's off of a flat 200. So we sold. You should have waited till it got past it to sell. And then it went completely against us and got us out. Here you don't quite have a bull 180, so you know it's going to go, but you know it's going to go down because it kind of got there, so it's a bull 180. But since it's two bars instead of that one, it's not going to be as bold as a bull 180, but it is a sell. So bull 180, sell, set to stop, head based upon this hidden color change, get out, most leave a lot near the 20, take out, sell some more, get out, elephant bar, set to stop. You probably would have got out there unless you did a two bar stop. And two bar stop, this would have been the new stop. Never went by it and it jumped up here. Get out. That's a right here is a tail bar sell, set to stop. One. Ooh. This elephant bar off of a flat 20. You take that one push, two push, three push. You get out on this resistance right here. Looks like it kept pushing, but not really. Maybe you would have took that, but it's the end of the day. Stop and reverse. Again. Oof. I was rough towards the end of the day. So let's go to JPM or Chase, last stock of the day. Um, Here is Fab 4. This you could have taken if it got above here. Never did. Never did. This you could take elephant off of Fab 4, but keep in mind this is above, so it has to, the 20 is above it, so it has to curl over. You can see it doesn't curl over. You get an elephant bar here, set the stop, or set the stop, however you want to do it. Oof, that sucks. That sucks. So now we have a narrow state. Oh man, narrow state, elephant bar, flat, 200. Probably had a tail bar right here that we could have took. One, two, three. Look at that amazing move. Position of power. Flat 200, flat 20, range, break the range, retest it, new highs. I'm pretty sure there's a sell element in there. Let's go. Elephant bar. Get out. Flat 200. You might play that to here. Risky though. Exactly. You got there. But it was risky. Elephant. Or I mean tail bar plus off of a position of power. That's a great sale. Well, it's been a fantastic 2025. Learned a lot, become a better trader. Going into 2026, gonna dominate. So I'll see you guys not tomorrow, but the next day when the market's open. Have a good one. Deuces.